Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on last year's national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dalton. Got a man, it's Lockett. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Lockett. And the Canes get enough for the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air, it's Dykes. Finds his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Got his man. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. It's complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them.
Unleashes one deep. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. He splits the uprights. That brings them to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the Horned Frogs get it past the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To the air, it's Dykes. The sure hands, it's Ellington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellington. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. And the Canes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Dykes. Right on the money. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They just keep firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Wells. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Ellington. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The quick out. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll try the right side. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Dykes. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Pulled and finds his man on the left.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Hauls it in. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. They'll run play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking for a man. It's Dalton. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Bridges. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Bridges. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire in this.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Dalton. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Canes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. final period. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Fires toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Hit as he throws. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Wells. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got the back over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. On second and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more can...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good so early this year. Nothing seems to faze them at all. David, very, very confident bunch moving forward.
Dang right, I'm confident in what I see. Good start, good team. You could tell they got something special. I know it's early, and there's a lot of time to come down the road, but so far this definitely looks like one of the best teams in college football.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.